another Saddle Up with Sienna, and today is going to be part 2 of Magoo and I's last show, and as you can see, the throat latch was hanging right there. Didn't actually notice that till I watched the clip back, but apparently it was. So as I said in my last video, this is going to be my last show with Magoo, unfortunately. But if you guys want to get more into depth about why I'm not showing Magoo anymore, and my new resource actually, which I'm very excited about, you can go and watch my last video, which was an update video and about my new resource. So now I'm just trying to pick them straight up the trot because we had a little bit of a hassle with getting the show arena. So now we're coming back in for our first class in Western. If you guys watched the first part, you know I did 4 English classes, or was it 3? No, it was 4. And so I had to change my saddle and stuff, so I was trying to warm him up as fast as possible. And they're just asking for a walk. He's not quite framing up right now. So we just continue walking. I realized my hand's supposed to be down. This is discipline rail, by the way. I should have said that earlier. But just a recap of what happened the first time, the part 1. We ended up getting 6th place in Hunter Under Saddle and Hunter Jackpot, which Hunter Saddle was out of 14, and then Hunter Jackpot was out of 7. So we didn't get last place. So he's already having a good day. So I was very proud of him. Trail, we did terrible at. And Equitation, we got eliminated because we went on the wrong side of code and we never picked up our canter. So yeah, they actually asked us to jog here. And this is actually my favorite class of the day because they had us do a ton of fun stuff in this class. And so we're just jogging. His headset isn't the greatest. My reins are a little bit long. My hand is staying down a lot better than the last GHPA show, which is always an improvement. And so we just continue down the long side, feeling confident. As you can, and then they ask for a lope. Beautiful transition. Great job, Magoober. You're doing great so far. Then his head pokes up just a little bit, but that still doesn't deter us. We're feeling great. We're going. Oh, we get too close to Nova, and he gets a little bit upset, just a little bit. But other than that, he's doing great. I don't know. Seems like whenever he gets close to mares, he's like, ugh. So now we're stopping, and it's kind of where it gets interesting. You don't do many discipline rails kind of that have this, at least not many that I've done. Of course, I've only ever done one before, so they're going to have us back. And he does it very well. He's very good at backing. And then I stop him. He's doing great. Then they ask us to side pass them. He's doing okay. I'm worried about bumping into Nova. And nope, we're not doing too well now. Not too bad, but the judge was looking right at us. So now they ask us to turn. And he doesn't do too bad. And so that was good. Then they ask us to side pass to the other direction, which I thought would be hard for the kids that were on the rail. Me and Magoo did terrible, but, you know, that's all right. Not looking at us right now, so that's pretty good as well. And we take a few too many steps, in my opinion. So now we're going to trot off again. Magoo's taking his sweet, sweet time. I don't know, him and Nova are from the same barn, and every time we pass her, he pins his ears back. It's strange. Nova's a really sweet horse, too. So in this next clip, they're having us change directions. And he did this pretty well. As you can tell, he's not the happiest boy right now with his ears pinned back because he wasn't feeling too good, I don't think, at this time. He was really good. He put his head in a frame, though, and we continued on. As you can see, I have my reins pretty long, but I'd say they were good length for once. So we're just going to follow little Finchy down the line. He's such a nice horse, too, Finch. He's also from our barn. Then they ask us to stop our horses. Then they ask for an extended trot. This is a really long class. It went a good 5 minutes, so I had to cut out some of the footage. And he has a beautiful trot right now. He's keeping his head in the frame. He's doing really well. I'm checking my posting diagonal, wondering, thinking, oh my goodness, I probably got it wrong. I definitely got it wrong. What should I do? What should I do? I'm just going to go with it. You know, it's 50-50 chance, maybe I'm right. But, yeah. It's just sometimes in the moment you can't figure out what posting diagonal you're on. And there's nothing wrong with that. So let's see if we can redeem ourselves in the horsemanship. Same kind of pattern. But he just has different spins and a different lead, and this is his better lead, but they still haven't changed the cones. They're still really close together. So great spin, pretty solid run so far. Of course, we're only halfway through. And so again, beautiful trot, very responsive. And then the spin, way better than our equitation. And we continue on. No lead, and on the wrong side of the cone, disqualified. So, even worse than the first one. Here's the rail portion, even though a lot of people got disqualified, actually. They were, as I said before, not many people could make that. It was just so tight. And, you know, he's a quarter horse. He's pretty large. He's 16'2". It was quite hard for him, to say the least. Of course, I could have done it. He could have done it. It was all my fault. And sometimes, you know, pressure just gets to you in the moment, and you don't know what to do. And that was one of the times the pressure got to me in the moment. So he's stretching his head down into a wonderful collected trot, and it's beautiful. He's doing great so far in this horsemanship, except for that lead. We blew it. We could have literally had a first place round there, but we blew it. Oh, well. It's all right. I don't know. We're going to watch this rail class and see if, imagine what would have happened if, beautiful transition, if we would have picked up that lead on that pattern, because we'll never know. But it was looking pretty good up until that point. And then, beautiful, beautiful canter. That's just gorgeous. Look, he's gotten so much better. We've gotten so much better. I've gotten so much better. He's always been good. It's been me that I needed to work on. But he's gotten so good lately, and that was just such a great show. I really miss riding him. He was awesome. And so we just continue. Very nice, willing transition down to trot and just walk. So now we are doing Western Pleasure. We did not place in horsemanship. I'm not surprised. So yeah, that was expected. We knew we were going to place. But this class, I felt like we did really, really, really super duper good. The judges didn't think so, but you know, I mean, there were a lot of other good horses in the arena as well. So we continue going down, and he's got a really nice slow jog right now. And he continues. Apologies for the pole. We had limited places to film. And so we continue on. I'm pumping my hips a little bit, but he is doing absolutely phenomenal. He is being such a good boy. Look at that. That is such a Western Pleasure-y jog. I know literally nothing about Western Pleasure, so apologies to all the people that know things about Western Pleasure. Beautiful transition, just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, he doesn't have, that just looks, I don't know much about Western Pleasure, as I said before. That could be totally terrible, but to me, it looks absolutely amazing. My free arm could be a little bit closer to me. I'm pumping my hips a little bit, but as you can see, look at that canter. I mean, it's so good. This is what dreams are made of right here. That canter is like floating. He is so good. I love his canter. It's absolutely the best. We are rocking this class. I was so proud of him. Even though we didn't place, I was glowing afterwards because he just did so good. We did so good together. We were such a good pair in this class, and I was just so happy that we were working out. Then we go back to walk. Such a willing transition. He's just such a good boy. And so this class really got me excited for the future of showing him. Obviously, that didn't happen because he got ulcers. But I was really getting excited about it, you know, planning out what shows we wanted to go to. And then kick, and he does a beautiful canter transition. He's just being so good. It was like, oh my goodness, he was just being so, for once I could breathe and smile and relax and smile at the judges and make eye contact and work on my position because I wasn't scared to death that he wasn't going to pick up the right lead. Like, I started to trust him a little bit more. Even though he was always a trustworthy horse, he was an amazing first lease, I didn't trust him. And that was one of our main problems. I needed to build up that trust. I never thought he was going to do anything bad. It's just that I didn't trust him to pick up the right lead in classes, and so that really held us back a little bit. But as you can see, beautiful. I just can't get over that canter. That was like one of my favorite canters that I have on video from him. I think it was so good. It was just, he's just an amazing horse. I was so lucky to be the person to get to lease him for the first time. He was just, I can't even believe I got so lucky with my first lease. He was perfect confidence boosting horse, and I just loved him. thank you all so much for watching. This is the end of the video. We didn't end up placing in Pleasure, which I was actually really surprised. I thought we were going to place, but, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. I don't know. So, if you guys have not watched part 1 where we did our English classes, go watch that one. It was really fun. Had a lot of fun in English in our first time showing English together. If you guys have not watched the video about why I'm not listening to Magoo and who my new lease is, go and watch that one as well. It explains a lot of stuff that I wasn't able to cover in this video. And last but not least, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe for crazy horse content for horse crazy kids.